Wait! Before we start, do you want a bundle of 30 printable Greek PDF cheat sheets? Teaching you words and phrases for conversations for free? Then click the link in the description and sign up for a free lifetime account to get access.
Do you know how to describe something in terms of its qualities in Greek? You will learn how in just a moment. Hi, my name is Yuli and this is 3-Step Greek by GreekPod101.com. In this lesson, you're going to learn how to describe something in terms of its qualities through a quick conversation. Let's look at the dialogue. As you listen, pay attention to how they ask about the topic and how the other person responds. Συγγνώμη, ποιον υπολογιστή προτείνετε? Δεν ξέρω, αυτός είναι πολύ γρήγορος. Αλλά αυτός δεν είναι πολύ ελαφρύς. Τι λέτε γι' αυτόν? Δεν είναι τόσο γρήγορος, αλλά είναι ελαφρύς. Let's hear it with the English translation. Συγγνώμη, ποιον υπολογιστή προτείνετε? Excuse me, which computer do you recommend? Δεν ξέρω, αυτός είναι πολύ γρήγορος. I don't know, this one is very fast. Αλλά αυτός δεν είναι πολύ ελαφρύς. Oh, but this one is not very light. Τι λέτε για αυτόν? Δεν είναι τόσο γρήγορος, αλλά είναι ελαφρύς. What do you say about this one? It's not that fast, but it is light. Let's look at the sentence pattern. Do you remember how the character said, it's not that fast, but it is light? Δεν είναι τόσο γρήγορος, αλλά είναι ελαφρύς. Δεν είναι τόσο γρήγορος, αλλά είναι ελαφρύς. This sentence follows the pattern here. Subject plus then plus είναι plus intensifier plus the adjective. Subject plus not plus is plus very plus the adjective. The pattern works for both positive and negative qualities. Let's see how the line from the dialogue uses the pattern. Δεν είναι τόσο γρήγορος, αλλά είναι ελαφρύς. It's not that fast, but it is light. Now let's break it down. We begin with δεν είναι. Meaning is not. Then is the negative particle and είναι is the third person singular of the verb to be, meaning is. Next comes τόσο. An intensifier meaning that much or so. It emphasizes the degree of the quality that follows. Then we have γρήγορος, a masculine singular adjective meaning fast. This adjective agrees with an implied masculine subject, a noun like υπολογιστής, a computer, which has already been mentioned in the conversation. After that, we get αλλά, meaning but. This signals a contrast between the two qualities. We then repeat the verb είναι, meaning is, followed by ελαφρύς. A masculine adjective meaning light. This adjective also agrees with the same implied masculine noun as earlier. So the full structure of this sentence shows a comparison of two qualities using the same subject. It follows the pattern exactly: negative verb with an intensifier and the masculine adjective in the first part, and a positive statement with a different adjective in the second part. Another line from the dialogue following our pattern is αλλά αυτός δεν είναι πολύ ελαφρύς. But this one is not very light. First we have an interjection meaning and αλλά, which is a conjunction meaning but. These express contrast with the previous statement. Next, we have αυτός, which is the masculine singular demonstrative pronoun meaning this one. It acts as the subject of the sentence and refers to a masculine noun previously mentioned. The adjective later in the sentence agrees with this in gender and number. Then comes δεν είναι. This is the negative form of the verb is. Then means not, and είναι means is. So together they mean is not. After that we have πολύ, an intensifier meaning very. It is used to modify the degree of the adjective. Finally, we have ελαφρύς, a masculine singular adjective meaning light, as in light in weight. It agrees in gender and number with the subject αυτός. So the full sentence literally means, but this one is not very light, and it follows the target pattern exactly: a demonstrative subject, a negated verb, an intensifier, and a declined adjective. This structure is commonly used when comparing or evaluating different items based on qualities like size, weight, speed, or usefulness. Now let's look at some speaking examples. Αυτό το κινητό είναι πολύ χρήσιμο. This phone is very useful. Can you see how the pattern applies here? Let's break it down. Αυτό is the neuter singular demonstrative meaning this. Το is the neuter singular definite article meaning the. Κινητό is the neuter noun meaning mobile phone. Είναι means is. Πολύ means very. Χρήσιμο is a neuter adjective meaning useful. It matches the gender and number of the noun κινητό. Altogether, the sentence means this phone is very useful. Here's another example. Η τηλεόραση δεν είναι τόσο καινούρια. The TV is not that new. Η τηλεόραση δεν είναι τόσο καινούρια. The TV is not that new. Let's try one more. Αυτές οι καρέκλες είναι αρκετά άνετες. These chairs are quite comfortable. Αυτές οι καρέκλες είναι αρκετά άνετες. These chairs are quite comfortable. Now you know how to describe something in terms of its good and bad qualities in Greek. And now let's move on to the practice. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Are you ready? Αυτοί οι μαθητές είναι αρκετά blank. Αυτοί οι μαθητές είναι αρκετά ήσυχοι. Αυτοί οι μαθητές είναι αρκετά ήσυχοι. Αυτοί οι μαθητές είναι αρκετά ήσυχοι. These students are quite quiet. We use ήσυχοι in this sentence because it is the correct plural masculine form of the adjective quiet to agree with the noun μαθητές meaning students. Ήσυχοι is the feminine singular form which doesn't match the noun and is grammatically incorrect in this context. Unscramble the words to make a sentence. Ready? Αυτός ο σκύλος είναι πολύ έξυπνος. Αυτός ο σκύλος είναι πολύ έξυπνος. This dog is very smart. Αυτός ο σκύλος είναι πολύ έξυπνος. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Αυτό το κέικ δεν είναι or είναι δεν νόστιμο. Αυτό το κέικ δεν είναι or είναι δεν νόστιμο. And the answer is δεν είναι. Αυτό το κέικ δεν είναι νόστιμο. This cake is not tasty. In Greek, the negative particle then always comes directly before the verb. That's why we say δεν είναι is not είναι δεν. Let's translate some sentences into Greek. Translate, this movie isn't that interesting into Greek. Αυτή, the feminine singular demonstrative meaning this, followed by e, the feminine singular definite article meaning the, next, ταινία, meaning movie, followed by δεν είναι, meaning is not, with then used to negate the verb. Next, τόσο, an intensifier meaning that, as in that much, and finally, ενδιαφέρουσα. A feminine singular adjective meaning interesting, which agrees with the feminine noun ταινία. Αυτή η ταινία δεν είναι τόσο ενδιαφέρουσα. Αυτή η ταινία δεν είναι τόσο ενδιαφέρουσα. This movie isn't that interesting. Listen to me as I speak. Which adjective is used in the sentences? Αυτές οι φωτογραφίες είναι πολύ ωραίες. Let's listen one more time. Αυτές οι φωτογραφίες είναι πολύ ωραίες. Did you hear ωραίες? Ωραίες, meaning beautiful, is the feminine plural form of the adjective. We use it here because φωτογραφίες is a feminine plural noun and the adjective must agree in gender and number. How about? Αυτό το δωμάτιο είναι αρκετά καθαρό. Let's listen one more time. Αυτό το δωμάτιο είναι αρκετά καθαρό. Did you hear καθαρό? Καθαρό, meaning clean, is the neuter singular form of the adjective. We use it here because δωμάτιο is a neuter singular noun and the adjective agrees with it in form. Αυτός ο δρόμος δεν είναι καθόλου ασφαλής. Αυτός ο δρόμος δεν είναι καθόλου ασφαλής. Did you hear ασφαλής? Ασφαλής meaning safe. It has the same form for masculine and feminine singular. It's used here because δρόμος is a masculine singular noun. Next. Αυτή η καρέκλα είναι πολύ άνετη. One more time. Αυτή η καρέκλα είναι πολύ άνετη. Did you hear? Άνετη. Άνετη meaning comfortable is the feminine singular form of the adjective. It matches καρέκλα, a feminine singular noun. And αυτά τα ρούχα είναι πολύ φτηνά. Αυτά τα ρούχα είναι πολύ φτηνά. Did you hear φτηνά? Φτηνά meaning cheap is the neuter plural form of the adjective. We use this form because ρούχα is a neuter plural noun and adjectives must always agree with the noun in gender and number. Thank you for watching. Now you know how to describe something in terms of its qualities in Greek. And now you can move on to the next lesson in the pathway of GreekPod101.com. Addio!